Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome back into another beautiful vlog. It's been a long time since I haven't created any kind of ad. Not the ad, I mean video. I just went into the ad because I'm like teaching classes on social media ads, right? Creation and promotion in my office. Even though I am an English teacher, but they have given it to me. I don't know why, but any class, if it comes and if the teacher isn't available, they just hand it over to me because like I'm good in new learnings. I'm adaptable to changes, so it helps me really in getting something new and in teaching it forward in a professional way. So again, welcome back into another vlog. Today we are going to talk and you can say different amazing things, especially from my life and what horrible things I did when I was a kid. Like, unbelievable. It's like really amazing. You're gonna be amazed and you're gonna enjoy it as well. So let's see where we can sit. Well, what do you suggest? Where should I sit? Of course, it's not live, so let me just sit on the bed. Oh yeah, so let's go here. No, maybe better is on the if I sit here on the sofa. Okay, so no, I don't feel comfortable. Well, I can sit in front of the heater. By the way, government job in Pakistan, it has got a lot of benefits. It doesn't matter how much electricity I use here in my home because it's free of cost, right? So there are some benefits to the government employees in different regions, especially the regions where there is a risk or some different problem. As this region is Kotli Azad Kashmir, located just right to the border of India, not that far from it. Because of which there are always threats. Previously, they just hit missile just few kilometers away from my home. I mean, this place. So that's why there are different benefits given to the government employees so that they can come here and they can do the job and perform their services. So, some minutes ago, I mean, a few minutes ago, I was talking to my parents about what the wrong things I did in my childhood. It was really horrible and it's inexplainable. So, starting with one of the beautiful story. When we were in the Murray cantonment, it's called Karyal Camp, located between the Jikagari and Kashmiri Bazaar. Or you can also say more precisely, it's located between the Military College Murray and there's a kind of church, I forgot its name, and between the Kashmiri Bazaar. It's a beautiful place, Karyal Camp. If you ever go there, you can visit the Lipa Hut that I have also shared in my videos. And on the right of Gurial track, there is a beautiful. On the right of Gurial Camp, there is a beautiful track you can enjoy there. So what we really did at that time, when I was a kid, I was like uh, 12 or 13 years old, 12 years old, not that much more. Not more than that. So one day we wake up early in the morning. Everybody they were like sleeping. I went to my friend, called him off from his home, and he came back to me. And he made a plan that we are not having any money, and of course we when we talk about the kids of those government employees in that region, they're like given a limited pocket money and it's on daily basis. You're not offered more than that. Well, if it's a special case, then they can make some compromises. Otherwise, there's no chance for you to get money. What we did, we made a plan that there's a construction site, a new building is being created, and they have got a lot of steel, right? And they have cut it, and they're now preparing. And my friend suggested we went there and we collected almost a huge amount of it, and we took it in a kind of thing, a box, and we took it away by dragging it several kilometers to a market where we sold it. And on the way back, we brought different kind of toys, did some parties. Well, the thing is that at that time we were never given the consciousness what is right the money that you have earned, what is your right to use and what kind of money you're not allowed to use or to make. So that was the thing which we were not told at that time, and we were not told because nobody ever expected the kids will be doing such things, right? So we did such a thing, and the the people, they were like amazed that we have the stuff going, and they were shocked. But we did our job. We enjoyed a lot on that money. And one day on the way back, when we have sold certain kind of stuff, the legal one, we were coming back, me, my brother, and one of one of the friend of my brother. Well, we were going on the track, and you know that there are a lot of monkeys in the Murray. So when we were coming back, um, we got several monkeys after us. When I saw it, I just ran away as fast as it was possible because it was in the mid of the jungle, in the mid of the forest. It wasn't possible for us to escape it. So I just ran away from it. My friend also, my brother got stuck there. And he was caught by the monkeys, and the monkeys were going on the top of him. He was shouting and were asking us help to use some of the things that we were having to make the monkey run away. There is a small kind of thing, I don't know what's its name, but when you use it, when you burn it, it's a kind of small explode, it creates a small explosion. Uh, well, we used it and it didn't work because it wasn't burning. So we ran away just and left him far beyond, and he came later on after us, survived it, and told us that you're like really, you can say, disloyal. You don't deserve anything. You just left me away in the middle of the forest and eating the monkeys. I told him it was your fault because you weren't running that fast, and I've always been telling you to run fast. Well, it was sorted out at that time. An amazing thing is that one day we were there in the jungle. What happened? This one is really amazing. Believe me. Um, in the Garial track, right on the right of it, on the right of Garial camp, there's a track. So we were there. We were cutting some woods for no reason. It isn't considered a right thing, but we were just doing it for the sake of fun, because we knew that the locals do certain kind of things and they burn it for their livelihood. So we started plucking different branches of trees by using some of the tactics that were being provided by those women, which we observed, which we learned by observing them. So there was a kind of group, and it was a group of family, and they came for a picnic, and they asked us if there is some fresh water. So there was a gutter. I mean, there was a dirty water. It was coming out of the cantonment and going all the way down in the mountains. And we knew that it looked like as if it's like the natural water coming out of the ground and going on forward. Well, we told them when you go a little forward, there's a fresh water available, and they went and they did all the stuff with that water. But it was looking fresh at that time because of the transparency of it. But well, it was horrible water. We just skipped that part and just flee from that place. Well, always we did such kind of creepy things in our childhood, but later on, when the people started observing that they're committing some horrible stuff, we would always do it for the sake of fun, right? For the sake of enjoyment. But yeah, the things got gone, the things went wrong, and we were being taught that what you're supposed to do and what you earn, and then we started moving with the societal norms. Well, there are thousands of other things which we would have done, and those were really horrible, really horrible. Mm. So overall, there is another beautiful memory from my childhood when I was in, well, do you know that? I have visited multiple places in this country, Pakistan. So let me take you through the review of those places. I was born in Peshawar in 2003. What I remember about it, a small home. In front of it was a road on which a person would often come in 2004 and 5, somewhere around it, and he would be moving with his herds of sheep and some other stuffs, some other animals. But I remember I would always get afraid of it. Um, this was a kind of thing which I remember from that place, nothing else. But after three, four, no, after like 1 decade or maybe something, some few years more than that, my cousin took me to the place that's called McDonald's in Peshawar, and it's located near to that home. He told me that your home was nearby, so that place it was like totally populated. I wasn't able to recognize anything, but he told me. I said, "Okay, I remember. Okay, it seems like that place." Then we moved to Jhelum. It was an amazing place. I have written a book, Factual Shifts to Adventure. In that book, I have also given such things about what I experienced really in my life at that time. So there's a kind of memory that I would often observe people that they would go into a certain place and they would get the salary. Well, I demanded my father that I'm also interested in getting the salary. So let me take to that place where they give you a salary. So he said, "Okay, let me take you to that place," and they gave me salary. I couldn't believe it. At the time, they gave me 100 rupees in Pakistani. It was like a huge amount at that time, especially for me being a kid. It was really amazing, and that time belongs before the Benazir Bhutto was she was killed. She got before she got martyred. I remember the memory. Well, that salary was given to me because it was part of salary of my father, so it was given out of that to me. So I later on knew it. I later knew about it when I got a bit grown up. Mm, there is another thing which we did when I was a kid. We went to a village. The operation started, and I don't know if uh, it wasn't Radul Fasad. No, Radul Fasad. It isn't started that. Isn't that all? Uh, before Zerbe, as if there was one more. I don't remember the name of that operation, but it started. Government employees they were displaced here and there, and we went into our village, uh, but we were alone without a father. In our village, I would do thousands of things, such as going to my uncle's clinic and cleaning it overall and taking the money in return, and going and selling some kites by sitting on the side of the roads by using a kind of mat, sitting on the top of it. Um, Running away from school, going to different school because they wouldn't beat me. Beating in the schools of Pakistan is like really horrible. They beat you, uh, you can say near to death, even if you're like 2 years old, 3 years old. It doesn't matter to them. It really doesn't matter. Well, the life continued, and we got a beautiful day when we were told that you're now gonna go into a new place that's called Bahawalnagar. When we entered the cantonment and when I saw the home, it was like really amazing. A beautiful garden in front of the home and a beautiful road. On the back of our home, there was a beautiful park, and on the back of the park, there was a kind of a restaurant in which a lot of fairs would be arranged during the Eid. It's like you can say religious festival where you enjoy, and it was really cool. We really enjoyed that place. The only thing which was horrible about me, I would always get fail 1 year and I would get passed another year. Well, I never repeated a class at that time, but because my father, he would just ask them, he would make some arrangements for me to just get promoted. Otherwise, I wouldn't continue studying. So this is why I I went forward to different grades, even if I would get failed. The good thing was that my father, he would award me with 100 rupees if I would get passed. I mean, if I would get passed in the examination. But if I would get failed, and he would observe that he's really sad, as if he's dead, he would still give me 100 rupees. So 100 rupees at result, at my result, it was like really certain for me, and I always knew it that it's gonna happen. Well, so far, we weren't given the pocket money on regular basis unless we entered the Bahawal Nagar, and we observed different neighbors of us, and they would get the pocket money on monthly basis. We demanded our father at that time in 2010, 11, something around about it, that we also need salary. I mean, pocket money of 1,000. Well, in the beginning, he started giving us 300 or 600 because he wasn't sure that they're gonna utilize it in a proper way. The life continued. We started requesting on daily basis different things from our parents to buy us bicycle, to buy us that stuff, to buy us this stuff. And the thing was that which I was really surprised with, everything was really it felt like as if the life is luxury. A lot of beautiful friends, group circles, and games, going freely into the homes of neighbors. Because we were kids, we were never stopped by anyone. And the parents of different neighbors, they would always treat us really well. After, they would often give us something to eat. It was really amazing, really amazing. Well, I went into a neighbor's home. It was the first day when I entered the Bahawal Nagar, and they no, it wasn't the first day. On the first day, it also happened, but later on, it also happened when we got new neighbors, and I went into their home, and I knew that they cook the rice really delicious, and they presented it to me, and I was seeing it, and I was looking at my sibling, because we were being told that you're not allowed to take anything from other people. It doesn't feel good. Well, I really wanted to eat it. On the right, I was having a sibling who would complain to my father that he has eaten again in the neighbor's home. Uh, what I did, I told the auntie that auntie, if you're gonna if I eat, you're requesting again and again, then my sibling is gonna make complaint to my father. Well, the auntie told my sibling that you're not allowed to tell it to your father or to your parents. Don't discuss it, okay? Well, my sibling said, "Okay, it's done. I'm not gonna tell it to anybody." I was really happy. I ate all of it alone without without offering anything to my sibling. And the beautiful thing was that I ate all of it, and when I went back to my home, my father was sitting. "Oh, you have again eaten in the neighbor's home." I said, "How do you know? Your sibling has told me." I said, "Oh no." I was stuck, and I was like, it was really bad for me. I was being scolded at that time. Once we observed in our home, there was a kind of hive of bees, right? There were hive of bees. There was a beautiful um, uh, a colony of those bees at that place in our home on the top of the trees. And we observed that there was a lot of honey in that place, in the comb of it. And we asked certain professionals to come and to help us out in that stuff. They took it away. I mean, they grabbed the honey out of it, and I tasted the real honey of the real natural honey, or the natural honey, first time in my life. It was really cool. I really liked it. Well, it was a lot that it covered our complete month. We ate it for all of our month, if I'm not wrong. We drank it as well. But what really happened after that, I have never seen, I've never tasted, except for once, I don't know where, but I never tasted a real honey anywhere ever in my life. This is a horrible thing, how the urbanization has changed the world and has given us a life that is totally artificial. The life went on, and there was kind of fair in that hotel that I've just told you about. And there was a person, and he was having some cards, and people would give him money. He would pick up a card and would tell them something. To our neighbors, one of our neighbor, there was a person. There was a really good person. He was named Wahid. He was the most senior person in by age in our society, in young kids. So he was told that you're gonna get four wives, and he was laughing that they are all fraud and this and that. He later on joined Navy, and I don't know what's he doing right now. So I went to him, I gave him 10 rupees, and he picked up a card and told me, "You're gonna get the first position in your school." I said, "In which term? In first term or in second term or in checkpoint?" He said, "First term." I said, "First term has already gone. Come on, tell me something new." He said, "I don't know, but you're gonna get the first position." I said, "Okay." And then I failed the exam. All right. Well, it went really bad for me. There was another person, and yeah, being a kid, we would often engage in small fights with one another in the neighbors, right? It would often happen. We would create groups, small groups of kids that one group would segregate from another group. Later on, the group would mix. We would do some kind of betrayal stuff with one another. And once we made a plan, and we captured a group where was like in opposition to us. So the life went on, and I picked up with it, and everything started getting mm, uh, into turmoil, or you can say into disaster. Well, the condition of Pakistan politically and in other ways just started getting worse, and I've visited many other places, but right now I'm getting a call, so I'm ending it here. Maybe some other day if I get responsibility, I'm going to continue it. Otherwise, this was the end of the story of my life.